Hello Virgo, it's Yvonne from the Aussie Goddess here to do your reading. This reading is your weekly reading. Today is Sunday the 12th of August and this reading will take you through to next Sunday. Although time is not, as we all know, is not as, it's fluid. It's not like it is in real time, in our time. So it could resonate with you for some time to come. If this reading doesn't resonate with you though, go and check out your ascendant or rising moon sign, Venus sign, for extra information. If you don't find that my readings resonate with you, please find another reader who does on YouTube. There's some amazing readers out there. The cards I'm using today are the Ciro Marchetti cards. So I'll just give them a little bit more of a shuffle and we'll get cracking. Beautiful. Ready to do your reading, Virgo? Okay. You've got something you need to speak up about, Virgo. It's something that you need to be clear about, something you've thought about doing, something that you're ready to do now. It's a new start. It could mean that you've been a person who hasn't in the past been able to speak your truth. Maybe you've gone through a little bit of a turn, hell knows, with all the eclipses and all the retrogrades and planetary action and moon action that we've been going through in the last few months. It may be that you've come to a realization that you need to start speaking up about what you want. It could just mean that in this particular situation, whether it be in your private life, your working life, career, that you've realized you need to speak up. It could be that you, even in order to get along with other people, that you've decided that it's time you spoke your truth, stood in your truth, being who you were meant to be, Virgo. This energy is really, I feel it in my stomach when I look at this. It's almost like, that's it, needs to be done, I've got to do it, I'm not putting up with this any longer. That's how it feels to me. Okay, now this could be in relation to having lots of options and having to, or it could be confusion. It could be coming out of confusion about a lot of things where you really do need to speak up and tell people what it is you want. If this was in a career reading, it might be that you have a lot of opportunity to go in many different directions and it's about speaking up and saying, no, I want to go this way. If it's a love reading, maybe you've been playing the field for a while and now you've decided you want to settle on one person and you're about to move forward and tell them that, you know, you want this cup here. Not all these, but this one. This is the one you want. So it could be that you're doing that and, you know, deciding which way to go. It could be that you've just made your mind up that you want to be clear going forward on what sort of things you want in your life. You may be ready to throw a lot of these other cups away because they don't have what you want. Okay, this is a good thing for you. The Six of Wands is here, but it's in reverse. That Six of Wands, when it's upright, can talk about victory. And when it's in the reverse, it generally, to me, it just feels like it's just not ready to turn upside down. It can mean that, you know, victory is not far away, but it's not as close as you'd like it to be, or that you need to put a bit more thought, action into place before you start moving forward. Keeping in mind, of course, this is a thought card rather than an action card. It is about thinking through how you want to do things, and maybe you just haven't got the action to go forward with it yet. You're still making this big decision here about how you want things to be in your life, and then you can move forward to the Six of Wands. Okay, so we have the Justice card here, and again the Justice card's coming in the reverse. So I feel like the reason these two are both in reverse is because the timing's just not right. We're looking at divine timing here, and it isn't quite right to come in and speak this truth or this peace that you want to speak. It doesn't feel like an apology. It feels like a very assertive, determined move, and maybe the timing just isn't right. What I would like to say is, for anybody undergoing anything that's around the law or a legal or contractual agreement, that this could be you're just waiting for things to come to a certain time, and then you can move forward and do what you need to do. Because often the Ace of Swords and the Justice card sort of show that there's some sort of legal matter going on here. So it could be that you're, waiting for a decision on something to move forward, and the decision hasn't come in yet, but it will be in your favour. It could be too that you're waiting on a decision from a job, and the opportunity hasn't come forward for you yet, but it is on the way to you, Virgo. It is on the way. It is on the way. It's being held up at the moment. Okay, all right, then we have the Ace of Cups coming out here. So if we look at this as a love reading, it could be that you've made up your mind you're going to move forward on something. The Seven of Swords is here. A lot of people see this as a theft or a card which signifies that somebody's been sneaky. I don't think so in this particular one. It almost looks to me like you're picking up your lessons and you're running away from them, and you're doing it in a very deliberate way. So for me, it looks like you've gathered your thoughts together, your experiences, your issues, whatever you've needed to move forward with, and you're taking them with you. So it could mean the Eight of Wands, again, can be messages coming in, but it's in reverse. So I feel like you're waiting on something to come through. You're waiting on something to come through that's caused you a lot of confusion, or you've had a lot of choices in and you haven't been sure which way to go, and now you've made your mind up which way to go, and it's like you're walking away from something. You're taking all your lessons with you, everything you've learned, and you're waiting for this to reach fruition. I think you're moving towards love. And maybe it's that you've had a lot of opportunity in the past, but now you've made up your mind you want one thing. And you're ready to put all those swords and thoughts down to follow after the one thing that makes your heart sing. And you're moving towards it. It's possible this week that you could be doing something like deciding to send messages out to someone that you've made your mind up. This one cup here, with all these cups here, says to me you may have been, dating a few people, but now you're sort of to a point where you don't want to date them all anymore. You're putting your swords down and you're looking at one cup. And it's time. It's divine timing. So it feels like your destiny is to be with this cup person, and you're now moving towards them and putting down all your thoughts and lessons from the past. Okay. So the Nine of Wands here is in reverse. So it's almost like you've and the Star, it's like you may have been healing from something. And when I said to you in the beginning, you look like you've put in a bit of work here, I really feel like for a lot of people, this has been a little bit of a journey. It's almost like you've come out of, this sort of play in the field, and now you just want to settle with one person. You've done a lot of thinking about this, and now you're ready to settle. Because here you are, you're no longer protecting what's yours. It's like you're opening your heart up and your healing's done. There may still be some healing to do with the Star because it's in the reverse, but it feels like, the card's here, so you must be on your way to the victory of it all. And there's the Queen of Wands. Okay, this could be you, or it could be the person that you've decided on. They're at the forefront of this reading. This person could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If it's you, it could be that you're, almost ready to stand in who you are. This truth that you're now going to speak may put you in a position where you turn yourself up the right way. At the moment, you're probably in a little bit of a pickle, thinking about how to manage this and how to move forward on this new love. But I feel like if it is a Wands or a person you're going after, it could mean that they are confused too about being the choice for you. Maybe they didn't expect you to come forward, but you're very clear this is the cup you want. Just be a little cautious about this person though, because we do have that sneaky card there, and then the Queen has come in reverse. Just make sure it is the person you want and that you're not letting your guard down before you move on this action. because it's very possible that could be the case. The Queen of Wands in the upright is a beautiful queen. She's very attractive. She's passionate, determined. She knows what she wants. She's going to go after it. But because she's in the reverse, sometimes it can mean someone who can be a little bit less nice, a little bit, stuck in their ways, cynical. And if this is the person you're going after, just make sure that they're the person you want before you approach them. All right, Virgo, that's your reading. Thank you for joining me.